Good morning, UPB OptionMillionaires.com. How's everyone doing? It is Thursday, January 16th. New Skin Enterprises, I talked about this on Twitter, also did a post at OptionMillionaires.com. Entered into some 130 puts. You can see it was topping here, or so I thought. And actually on Twitter I said that there was a possible collapse coming. I don't know. Just a lucky guess. And you can see we did collapse down to about the 110 level. We bounced, and now, pre-market, we are down to about the $102 level. Getting hammered again, those $130 puts that were, asking 50 cents 2 days ago are now set to open at about 30 bucks. Pretty nice. I'm buying something at 40 cents. So that's about 400 bucks into 30 grand if you'd gotten at the low, and if it does indeed open at $30 or more. I think it looks poised to plunge below this $100 figure today. So that's nuts. Another great trade there. That'll make your week, day, month, year, depending on how much you put behind it. Solar City is gapping up here pre-market, upgraded. You see it's really breaking out. And again, looking at the start of 2014, I think it brought this up in one of my videos. Everyone's looking for the next Tesla. We'll go no further than Elon Musk's other company here, Solar City, which is over the $72 figure. You can see it's been under accumulation really since Tuesday this week. So it looks very bullish for Solar City this morning. Tesla as well. If you listen to my video on Monday I did a video, I talked about Tesla, and I said from a long-term perspective that the stock had been eroding premiums on both the call and put side and was ready for an explosion as spectacular, monumental, I think, with some of the adjectives I used for the move that was coming. And I said the calls were going to be very profitable. And sure enough, look at that rally we had. I think down here when it was at about, 139 before the sales came out, Tesla said our sales are going to beat expectations. Gosh, you could have probably got to 150s for about 20 cents. The stock hit 170 plus yesterday before pulling back. But Tesla again, and you can see it just looks to me like it's going to go over $200 in the early part of this year. And I said that in my video on Monday when it was down here. Mellanox, also a stock we've been talking about at OptionMillionaires.com, namely JB, and you can see it's broken through significant resistance here. Had a nice 7.6% rise to the upside. We'll see if that continues onward. We got into some calls there in the chat room. A lot of people looking very good on Mellanox. Google as well hit new all-time highs yesterday. It just continues to melt higher. A little bit of a pullback after hitting the all-time highs, but it's going to be interesting to see if this pace can continue or if it comes back to this long-term trend line support that goes back quite a while. JP Chase blasted higher yesterday. Look at that. We have the financials again reporting this morning. Goldman Sachs, Citigroup. Yesterday, I'm trying to think. No, 2 days ago was JP Chase and Wells Fargo, and then after the bell today we have American Express and Capital One Financial. So the financials, and look, Bank of America was yesterday. There you go. And it was my spider webs in my head I got to clear out. It's a little early in the morning here. But you can see it's up 3%. JP Chase. I actually traded this on earnings morning after the market opened. Traded for a pullback. We got that pullback, and I got out of the puts right here. I traded for this pullback, and then you can see the bounce. It kind of just meandered along until Bank of America's earnings came out yesterday. And rally time. Put your rally caps on, JP Chase. Look at this chart, folks. Sitting at all-time highs. All-time highs. And this chart kind of mirrors what I've been talking about for quite a while here at OptionMillionaires.com. The S&P 500. How we channeled and now are breaking to new all-time highs. I noted this break here is very significant. 40 bucks later on the SPY. It's even more significant now. It's amazing how many people were bulls here, and now how many people are bulls up here. Isn't it amazing how the market works? Or even further down here, right? No bulls here. The higher the price of the market goes, the more bulls we have. It's amazing, isn't it? Let's go to... Oh yeah, well we had Goldman Sachs, and I think the stock's gonna move over $200, especially if the financials, and you can see again a breakout, long-term resistance and support. Fell late in the session, but looks poised, I think, to go over the 180 level this morning. Earnings out a little bit. Same with Citigroup. Citigroup blasting the 52-week highs, just off of 52-week highs. But to me, looks poised to head over to $55 level. How about Wynn Resorts? I believe a new all-time high for Wynn Resorts. And you can see each of the dips. Some of the dips at the open the last couple days have just bought hand over fist. And it's pretty much been on cruise control. Stock's been up significantly since December. You can see it broke out of this wedge. And look at the trend. It's just ho hum, it's off to new all-time highs. I go, I can't sing. It's early, I gotta drink some coffee. HLF, I think, is gonna pull back. I brought this trade. I got these lines all over the place. Let's go to the 5-day. The stock fell initially, and right here I got the $79 puts. I closed them for a quick, little over double. Got them for $1. Closed them for $2.20. You can see we recovered, but I'm telling you, this is going to be a nice trade to the downside here. I think it's going to be somewhat of a sympathy trade with NUS new skin. And I think we're going to get a move down to the low 70s before all is said and done in the short term, and then ultimately back down into the 60s. Yeah, call me crazy, but with new skin taking a hit, Ponzi scheme, not Ponzi scheme, yeah, no, I'm not talking about the stock market. I'm talking about Herbalife and news, it's pyramid schemes. Whatever. Let's move on a couple more, and then I'll move on to a couple trades that I'm looking to get into. Look at the VXX. Again, hit just off all-time lows here, and actually rallied late in the session. It was surprisingly so, because we had the market up as well. The VIX is right around the 12 level. So this is, to me, this is going to tell you where the market's headed. In the short term, if we get another beatdown of the VIX, stock prices are almost guaranteed to go higher. And so to me, that's what I'm going to be watching today and into week's end. Also, bonds. Look at this. We're right at significant support resistant level here. Now with the taper, bond prices, you would think, are going to fall because there's going to be less money backing them, which would imply also higher interest rates. But we'll see. We're at significant support resistance. I didn't expect this reversal here. If you look from a long-term perspective, to me it looks very weak, and you got to go back further on TLT. And you can see, I think a move down to this level here at about 98 is possible. So, and if we do get that kind of weakness, I think that would also, at least short-term, bolster stocks until we start really falling in interest rates, start to really rocket higher. That's when we'll have to worry a little bit. One trade I'm looking into, Big Lots, upgraded today from, I think, underperformed to just market performed. But if you look from a long-term perspective, we kind of hit support here. If I drew a trend line across, we hit support, and the options expire tomorrow. So I'm actually looking to get into the $30 calls. They close at 50 by 70 cents. I'm looking to get the $30 calls. It's $30.51. And we're going to move to $31.50, $32. Those will be a nice 150% gain. That's Big Lots. Another trade I'm also looking to get into, one of my favorites. Look at this. Western Digital has just been on a complete ballistic pace, going wild. I'm looking to get into some Western Digital puts right near the close today. Upgraded again, just looking for a little bit of a pullback. It gets over the $90 level. I'll be looking for some $90 puts. And there you have it. It's UPB, optionmillionaires.com. So, NUS, what a great way to start 2014 at optionmillionaires.com. We had ISRG last week. Mellanox, NUS, just been a pretty nice start to 2014, and expected not only to continue, but to get better as the year goes on. So far, 2014, love you. All right, UPB, I'll see you in the chat room. If I do any trades, I'll post it via Twitter and in the chat room. All right, goodbye.